Here's a vocal chain you might use for singer-songwriter material. The song's called Hold My Beer by Ian Musgrove. Let's take a look. First thing we're going to do is hear a quick comparison between the demo and the vinyl mix version.
Hold my beer, I'm gonna go catch this wave. Hold my beer, I'm gonna go catch this wave. The world can be a scary place. I'm glad we found each other in this place. So hold my beer, I'm gonna go catch this wave. Say, pass that joint, I'm gonna go love my girl. Yeah.
All right, so now that we have a little feeling for the mixed versus the demo, let's talk about the ways that we got there. So first, I want to start with the vocals. So let's hear the main vocal, and we'll hear it without any treatment and then with the treatment on it.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take a chance. Take a leap, hit the floor and dance like nobody's watching you, nobody cares. Be living your best life, keep climbing them stairs. Avoid negativity dragging you down. Take what you need but help the others around. Yeah, hope is the key.
So first thing up is the mouth to click. I use this all the time. It just basically pulls out little mouth noises. Let's hear what it's pulling out. So just little clicks, little mouth noises. That's a really nice one to have first, just to pull that stuff out. Next up is sibilance. I really like this plugin, and I'm just doing a really light de-essing here just to start off the chain. This one has sort of a nice auto detection, and let's hear it before and after.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take a chance. Take a leap, hit the floor
Here's
and
what it's
dance
pulling.
like no.
So just light de-essing to start off the chain. Next, we're coming in with soothe, and that's just pulling out resonant frequencies, some in the de-essing range and some in the mids.
Best life, keep climbing them stairs. Avoid negativity.
This is what it's detecting and pulling out.
Around, yeah, hope is the key to a life full of positive.
So just pulling out some frequencies. Next up, we have some EQ that's just basically set on little resonant peaks, and when those come up, then it'll pull it down. Let's hear the same passage again.
Take a leap, hit the floor and dance like nobody's watching you, nobody cares. Be living your best life, keep climbing them stairs.
I'm making
Avoid
the most cuts
negativity.
right here. Let's hear what that one sounds like. So that one is mostly just in the kind of nasally part of the voice, and just like a little where there's a little bit of mid-range frequency buildup. And then same with these other ones, and you can see I'm just boosting a slight bit of lower mids here around 500, and that's about it for this. So just a little bit of repair EQ. So right here what I'm doing is basically just looking for the peaks and just to reduce the peaks, and also just push the vocal forward a little bit and a little bit more in the mid-range. Next up is LA2A. This I kind of think of in surfing terms, since the song's about surfing, is a longboard. And so while the 1176 is kind of reacting quickly to the peaks, this one sort of just levels it out and it gives it a certain thickness. So let's hear that with and without.
Nobody's watching you, nobody cares. Be living your best life, keep climbing them stairs. Avoid negativity dragging you down.
Also volume jump there. Let's hear both compressors out and then in.
Dragging you down, take what you need but help the others around. Yeah, hope is the key to a life full of positivity.
So I've got two EQs on the voice. The first one is a Pultec mid-range EQ, and I'm just boosting a little bit of 300, so kind of like the thickness, chest area of the voice, and also around 3K, so a little bit like articulation and kind of pushing it forward, the aggressiveness aspect of the voice. And right here, I'm pushing up 16K really gently with a wide bandwidth, and I'm also pushing up 100 hertz. So let's hear those with and without.
Nobody cares. Be living your best life, keep climbing them stairs. Avoid negativity dragging you down. Take what you need but help the others around. Yeah, hope is the key to a life full of positivity.
All right, next up, I'm doing some more de-essing. So I've got two de-essers in a row here. Let's take a look. This Lindell de-esser is just sort of a nice general, it's modeled after analog de-esser, and it just does a good job kind of warming up the vocal, and is pretty easy to set. And then over here, I've got something a little more surgical. I've got the fab filter, and that just is looking for a particular frequency. So let's just take a look at that same passage, and we'll listen to both these off and on.
Yeah, sometimes you got to take a chance. Take a leap, hit the floor and dance like nobody's watching you, nobody cares. Be living your best life, keep climbing them stairs.
Here's the frequency that I'm zooming in on with the fab filter de-esser. So you can just hear between like 7 and 10K, there is a lot of buildup in the sibilance of the vocal. So that was the area I really needed to tame. And then last up in terms of the plugins here, we have just a multi-band compressor. And you can see I'm adding a little bit of warmth to the vocal and just also finding some peaks that I wanted to bring down. So let's hear that in and out.
Avoid negativity dragging you down. Take what you need, but help the others around. Yeah, hope.
Okay, I hope this example of mixing vocals helps you in your own productions. If you have any questions, please leave them below. See you next time.
In this place, so hold my beer. I'm gonna go catch this wave. Say, pass that joint. I'm gonna go love my girl.